All right, guys. This is Ringside Wrestling on YouTube. Thanks for tuning in. We're joined today by. I'm kind of late to the party. Let me go balls deep into this. I'm kind of late to the party with We Watched a Movie. I've been into you guys for about 6 months, but you've become such a daily part of my routine. Like I either listen to you or I'm watching you, or like while I'm doing my artwork, I've got you you're on in the background. You're very much in my life. And you kind of, what I love about you guys is you remind me of me and my brother. My brother's 10 years older than me, and he got me into horror movies at a very young age, you know? I remember watching like Hellraiser when I was 7 years old. So, you know, but I turned out all right. And how you guys riff off each other, and you just basically, you go from like horror movies for 1 second to telling dick and fart jokes. And it reminds me of me and my brother. So I love you guys for that. I think your content's brilliant.
Even when you come around here, even when you come around to my house and you stay over, if I come downstairs in the morning, he's usually watching your YouTube channel. And he was like, you need to check these guys out. They're awesome. So we was watching, and he was like, I don't know too much about horror. I enjoy horror films, but I know nothing about the background of it. So watching your YouTube channel with Rivers, I'm like, I had no idea about this. It's a very interesting channel, even for like a casual horror fan like myself. So yeah, I'm a big fan of you guys already. And I've only known about you for about a month. So it's very cool to have you on today.
Hey, thank you guys for having us.
Thanks.
And for the kind words.
When Jamie set up the interview saying we watched a movie, guys, I was like, fucking shit. I was marking out like, oh my God, like, you know, I'm like nervous, I'm shitting myself. Like, I don't know, man.
I've never seen him this nervous before.
I don't know. But yeah, anyway, thank you for coming on. Guys, we watched a movie. Welcome to Ringside. Thanks for coming on. How are you?
Doing great,
good, man. I also like the fact that you said you have us on in the background. That reminds me of every relationship that I've ever had. Just on the background, it's going on. It's just there. It's like, honey, do you want to come to bed? No, bitch, shut up. Shut up.
Weirdly, I'm more intimate with you guys than I am with my own girlfriend right now. I don't know. It's becoming a bit of a problem, you know?
That's true.
You're becoming a bit of a third wheel. Especially when I put you on in the background when I'm having sex, you know, it's kind of weird. But hey, look, I like it. It gets me off, you know, it gets me off. So, you know.
Yeah. Well, I have sent multiple nude pictures to you over the past week just to get you prepared for the interview. So that's part of it too. Spread my butt cheeks, you know, just do what I do.
Woo-wee.
I call them gifts.
Gifts, yeah. He sent them to me as well, so I've seen it all. So
yeah, exactly.
Cool. Yeah.
Just CC'd him right in there.
We started an OnlyFans page, so we're building it. So
we'll collab.
So I don't know, you guys. How psyched are you about the Halloween kills and stuff? Have you heard any new news recently about Halloween kills? Anything like that?
Michael Myers is in it. It's crazy.
That's good.
We haven't heard shit, dude. We've been kept in the dark about it. Yeah, they won't say anything to us, but yeah, super excited, man. Hope it, like, from whatever, all indications that's been coming out about it, it's gonna blow the other one out of the water. Like, it's gonna be more volatile, more high octane. It's gonna be crazy good. So yeah, I mean, I'm super excited about it. I got a boner just talking about it. Wow, holy shit!
The teaser trailer where he kind of like he fucks that guy up with the whatever the hell it is. It looks like some kind of sheath or something like that. You know, it's
I've got to ask a question. I've got to ask, what's Halloween Kills? Fill me in. I need to know.
Come in, boys.
It's the sequel to the 2018 Halloween film. So they did the original Halloween film, they did all the Halloween films, and then in 2018 they came out with not a reboot, it's just the sequel, a re-sequel to the first movie, and then this is the second movie in that trilogy. So it'll go Halloween 2018, Halloween Kills, and then Halloween Ends, and that'll be the end of that little trilogy there.
Right. Okay. So the Halloween universe it's not just one timeline, is it? It's
like the X-Men universe. It's multiple timelines. It's kind of crazy. Yeah. You know, it's you know, that's the whole of the conversation. But yeah, they've really brought it back to they've cut out all the bullshit. As much as I love all the Halloween movies, really. Maybe not the one with Busta Rhymes, but the rest, you know, they've got. There's probably even slightly little nuggets of out of the shit that you can take out of the Busta Rhymes movie, but they've really brought it back to that kind of original vision, where the '78 Halloween, you know, which really tickled my balls when I watched it in the cinema. I was so happy. I was just like, oh my God, this is what I've been waiting for all my life, you know.
Exactly.
So,
yeah. Put the peanut butter on your penis.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
I mean, you're so kind too, because you're like, you could probably pick out little nuggets of good things from Busta Rhymes Halloween, but holy shit, what kind of magnifying glass do you have to use to find those nuggets? Because that is a garbage ass.
Why was it so bad? Tell me, what was the worst thing about that? Why was that such a bad film?
Oh, you said we only have like 30 to 45 minutes.
Yeah,
so
I don't have time. Like, Mike, go ahead, take it away, sir.
I gotta go to Home Depot later. I don't know if we have enough time. No, It's Busta Rhymes. Basically, they brought in Busta Rhymes and they did a test audience. And the test audience, which was probably full of like 11-year-olds, was like, hey, you need more Busta Rhymes in this movie. So they moved stuff around and they had Busta Rhymes just beating the shit out of Michael Myers, roundhouse kicking him, literally making kung fu noises while he's roundhouse kicking Michael Myers in the face, and just made Michael a big fat joke.
How did that get approved by anybody? Like, even I know that's a bad idea.
Yeah, it was the 2000s, man. Fucked up shit was getting approved.
It was
I feel like I need to watch
it
it.
in the 2000s. It was quite rocky times in the 2000s for horror movies. You know, we came out of that kind of Scream, I Know What You Did Last Summer kind of phase, and then there were kind of there's a little bit neither here nor there the horror scene in the 2000s, from what I can remember. Yeah, you know, and then but they're coming back fighting now. They're coming back strong with the horror scene. A lot of good independent horror stuff coming out too, you know. So I bookmarked Possessor. I don't know if you guys have seen that yet. Possessor. I bookmarked that on my Amazon to check out later on. So I'm hoping that's going to be. I've heard good things about that.
We have a Patreon request to do a review or a commentary for that. I can't remember which one. So we'll be watching that one soon. I heard it's awesome though. Yeah,
I've heard good stuff. Yeah. I don't want to go into it cold though, so I haven't really been reading much about it because I like to go in as cold as I can to movies. You know,
like so. Gotta raw dog them. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So, you guys often drop like 90s wrestling references into your reviews and commentaries and stuff like that. You know, so you guys like are you current wrestling fans or are you just kind of 90s wrestling guys? You know. You're always talking about Sting and the NWO, you know?
Yeah, that was the heyday of when I was watching it, late 90s, the Monday Night Wars, all that kind of stuff. That's when I really was into it. And then obviously like late 80s, early 90s stuff. Current, I couldn't really get into it. I mean, some of the characters that were coming out were awesome. Like Mike showed me a video on The Fiend. And I was like, holy shit, that guy's fucking badass. He scared the shit out of me. I was like, I like it though. But old school like wrestling was where I'm at. Like, so it's like somebody was like saying, like, who would the Hulk beat? Like the Incredible Hulk. I was like, Ultimate Warrior wins every time. Ultimate Warrior. I'll just drop Ultimate Warrior. That's where I am. But Mike watches current though, right? And Mike just watched WrestleMania.
Yeah, I'll watch like every other pay-per-view, and I don't even watch it when it's on TV. I just like to, when there's a big one, I like to get on, and when there's a big one, I like to get on it.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, you do. I got pictures to prove it.
I don't mess around. No, when there's a big one, I like to watch it because I pay for the WWE network, and just the big ones I like to watch and live tweet, and make fun of shit, and get the internet really pissed off.
That's so easy though, right?
Yeah, that's true.
God.
That is.
It's a low-hanging fruit, but
we always say this. Like the horror community seems really positive at times. Like, they don't just bitch and moan about every single little thing, whereas the wrestling community is the absolute opposite. And all you have to do to be dragged on wrestling Twitter is have an opinion. And, like if you say anything on wrestling Twitter, everybody will disagree with you. That's just wrestling fans for you. So, yeah, Rivers was telling you the difference between the two communities. It's like night and day.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, I really haven't come across any fucking assholes in the horror. I'm sure they're out there, the horror community. But I haven't really, but yeah, they've all kind of, so far so good. Really, they've just kind of been nice, and it's all groovy.
It's a great, I'll tell you, great community.
Tom Savini built and designed the Fiend mask as well. So there's a little bit, a little horror.
Dude, we rubbed elbows a little bit with the wrestling community. We reacted to what was it? Chris Jericho. Was that?
Oh,
dude, yeah. The fucking hate and venom that spewed out.
What did you say?
Dude, we liked it. I was like, oh, this is a badass song. We were like rocking to it. And they're like, these fucking adults don't know shit. I mean, it was just like, I was like, what the hell just happened? It was stepped on a hornet's nest.
It was his band, right? Fozzy, yeah. So we're like hanging out. We're like, dude, this was hilarious. Let's do a trailer, or not a trailer reaction, but let's do a video reaction to this. And like, even though we were like digging the shit out of it, like Jay said, we were like, this is fucking awesome. We were laughing at it because it's just so wild,
Yeah.
And we're cracking up and we're having a blast watching it. And it's probably our most hated video of all time. Like, people are like, you don't fucking understand the music. You don't deserve to hear the music of Fozzy. And we're like, dude, I think he's just having fun, right? That's all. Like,
nobody should have to hear the music of Fozzy. Like that.
It even did. I was like, it's good enough for a good time. We were just, to laugh at the video, and it's like, it's like early Creed in some fashion, like when Creed was at their biggest. I don't know, but it's weird.
Yeah, I mean, you wanted to get down in the comments, but like, look, I'm down with the walls of Jericho. What you guys talking about? I know things. They're like, you don't know shit. I was like, oh, KO your mother. Shut up. Yeah, dude. I know. It's the same thing. The wrestling community. It's almost like if you get one thing wrong specifically, or if you miss, if there's a date that you don't get right, or something else. I don't know. It's like the Star Wars community. Or anything like that. They will fucking eat you alive. Yeah.
Very similar communities, both highly toxic communities to be part of.
And a lot of people are just really passionate too. I mean, you got to give it to them. I do respect the passion.
I like watching those Jim Cornette shoots. You guys ever watch that? Jim Cornette, he shoots on, dude, I think that guy doesn't give a shit, the heat that he brings down. He talks trash on everybody. He talked about, like, I just watched one about Kevin Nash and how he was the biggest piece of shit that he ever saw in his life. And I'm like, God damn, get it. I was like, I would never say that to that man, like, ever. I was like, sir, would you like me to give you a hand job now or later? I would never like say that to him. I mean, I might say it, but I mean, but he doesn't care about the heat. But yeah, you're right, man. The community for the wrestling, Mike's right. The passion's there. It's a really passionate community, but it can get real venomous real quick.
Well, we always say that there's nobody that hates wrestling more than wrestling fans, and wrestling fans hate wrestling fans. It's just,
that seems healthy.
Crazy.
It's a billion like toxic relationships all in one. It's just like the worst. And WWE is like that girlfriend that keeps fucking you over and cheating on you, but you keep going back to it because you're a cook, and like you just going back to it. Oh, we used to have a good thing, man. She used to suck a dick, but now, like,
My man, did you look at my autobiography before I came on here? Holy shit.
my ex-wife, the Tramp. Yeah, no, I haven't read that one yet. So yeah, no, I'm looking into it.
Yeah, is it the WWE? Is it just like have they lost touch with their fan base, or is it just, is that what it is?
It basically, they've got the most talented roster in the world by none. Like everybody on that roster is incredible, but the people at the top, Vince McMahon and the creative team, have no idea how to use it, nor do they care how to use it.
Yeah,
they used to put on creative storylines because they wanted to do good TV. But now they've got like $20 billion. They don't have to put that effort in anymore because they're rich anyway. They don't have to put effort in. So
I heard a rumor that is Vince trying to get out of it? Like, is he trying to like?
Oh no, he'll die doing it.
Because
he won't give it.
It probably would be best if he did quietly retire and let somebody else take the reins.
I mean, who do you think? I mean, would it be his son-in-law? Would it be Triple H that would take over the reins, or?
Shane,
I think it would. I think it'd probably be a group of them. Really, I don't think it would be handed over to one particular person.
Yeah,
I'd imagine. I mean, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but I'd imagine it would be a group, a board of directors or something like that. So it wouldn't just be a Triple H.
But, I'm shocked that I actually enjoy watching, and this could be another one of those things you're not supposed to say, but I find myself really enjoying watching Shane McMahon. Like, get in there and just fucking
no chance.
I know, like, he's just like back when I watched, I was thinking of like, he'd be like a little piss on or something like that. Maybe I'm thinking about somebody else, but I think that back in the day, he used to be like small, and he just used to be a corporate guy that would go in there and get fucking DDT'd and be a joke.
Yeah.
But now he's fucking huge. They're trying to make this. Yeah, they're trying to make him like this big storyline. Oh, he has to run from Braun Strowman. And like, I'm like, he's just as fucking big. Well, he's not as big. Nobody's as big as Braun Strowman, but I mean, he's up there with him. I was like, he's kind of rocking the shit in this one. I don't know.
He's 51 now, 51 years old.
God dang, really?
Yeah.
He's definitely on those human growth hormones or whatever the fuck,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's...
you know what? I remember back in the day, one of the best angles, and I hated it when it happened because I really think it was bad for wrestling when WCW folded up because you had two different companies that were competing with one another. And that was always, even Chris Jericho would come out, if you didn't like it at one company, you could go to the other company. It was good for the business when, competition drives creativity. I thought one of the best angles, though, that did happen is when Vince acquired WCW, and they had Shane McMahon come on Thursday Night Thunder, and it looked like Shane McMahon was going to be running the WCW, so you could have two companies and them competing. I thought that would have been a great angle, and they could have run that for a while.
Yeah,
that is the biggest dropped ball in wrestling history.
Yeah,
that could have been incredible, but they blew it, of course.
I mean, you guys didn't like the David Arquette got the heavyweight belt.
I love that, honestly. I was too young to really hate it.
I think I must have been about 18 or 19 when he won the title, you know, because I'm 41 now. So I'm like, you know, back then, like the Attitude Era was really good, you know, because I kind of grew up into the Attitude Era. And I loved it, you know. I was just, 18 years old seeing titties on Raw every week. I was just, stable titties, sunny titties. I was like a pig in shit. You know?
As soon as you said Sable, my mind went titties.
Yeah,
like
titties.
Or as soon as you said titties, my mind went Sable. I don't know which one it was, but titties and Sable.
But now I can't say that I enjoy Sable's titties because I'm going to get cancelled now. I'm probably going to get called out on Twitter.
Yeah. Hey.
But I don't care. I love tits.
There you go. Say it. Say it proud, sir. I'll stand on this mountain with you.
Okay, I love tits. That was great.
Yeah, hey, so I have a question for you guys because you guys are knowledgeable about it. What's going on with like Roman Reigns? Like, do people like him? Fucking hate him? Like, what's the deal with this?
We don't have time to discuss how much we love
he's just
Roman
so
Reigns.
Yeah.
Like,
they're finally doing the right thing with Roman Reigns, I think. Now, they've turned him full heel, and everybody that boos him, we always wanted to hate the guy. So now they're kind of giving us permission to hate the guy instead of forcing him as a babyface.
Yeah,
we'd love to hate him. So now he's the best thing in the world,
Yeah, wrestling fans are the most fickle people in the world. Like, we hated Roman Reigns for many years because they were telling us to, and now they're not telling us to. We love him. So we've completely changed on that, but that's just what wrestling fans do. 1 minute they'll love something, and then as soon as WWE tells you you have to like this, to go, no, I don't like that.
Yeah.
So they're like kids. But yeah, we love Roman Reigns now. He's the fucking best thing in wrestling in the world. Any company, AEW, New Japan, WWE, he's the best. And
I fucking hate him.
You hate him.
I hate him.
In a good way.
Well, no, like it's not him I hate. Like, him as a person, he seems like a great dude, like outside of the ring or whatever. And he looks like the wrestler. I mean, he looks like Jason Momoa dressed up as a wrestler, but he looks the part and all that. And it seems like he should be a huge star. I think he always has. That's why they keep, forcing him down everybody's throats for so long. And when they were trying to do the good guy thing. And I don't actually hate him, but I do hate the way they're writing him. Like, I think you're right. He should be a heel. Like, that's spot on. And like the crowd booing him stuff, but I don't think he's doing enough bad shit yet. All he's doing is going, I'm the head of the table, head of the table, head of the table, head of the table, head of the table. I'm like, if you fucking stay head of the table one
okay,
more time,
Dad, I get it.
God, I'm gonna fucking
Did you not see him at WrestleMania when he put one motherfucker on top of another one and pinned two people at the same time just because he could? You know, I mean.
But again, they could even let him win the match. They had to have his cousin run in there and fucking, it's always like he can't ever like just win the match. You know what I mean? Every single time they got to have his cousin come in. It's like, I don't want to watch that fucker. I want to watch Roman do whatever he's going to do here.
Yeah.
So it's not him. I think I don't think that they're writing him evil enough yet and letting him be evil.
There's plenty of room for him for some really dastardly, nasty stuff. There's plenty of room there for him to kind of grow.
That's what I said. You're sounding like a proper wrestling fan right now. You're doing a lot of complaining.
That's what I do. That's why I watch. I was like, I feel a need to complain about some shit.
I don't know. I didn't know this was inside you, Mike. I was like, where's this coming from?
You know what's inside of me.
That's true. I do. Deeply.
The
periscope that.
Wait, what? Carry the two.
Yeah, so he is he's a bad guy though, like Roman Reigns, like he's a heel right now. And okay, that's pretty cool. I mean, I looked at the guy, I'm like, I don't like you. Like, I looked at his face. I was like, he just got one of those, like Roddy Rowdy Piper. Like, he was one of my favorites of all time. But Roddy Rowdy Piper had like just a face about him that you just didn't like. Like, there was something about the guy. Like, he had a really good charisma about him when he came to the stage, and you're like, yeah, that guy's an asshole, like straight up. But he was a great heel. And I was like, if they were trying to make Roman Reigns a good guy and like he was a baby face, I was like, I just don't see that happening. I remember that I did watch that one. He did that John Cena, and John Cena roasted his ass in the middle of the ring. And I was like, yeah, Roman Reigns is. I would have played him like just like a really like I'm too good for the sport kind of guy. Like, I don't need to do shit. You guys are gonna watch me regard. I would have played him up like that. But yeah, I'm glad that he's heel though.
Have you ever seen, speaking of wrestling and horror, I guess, that psychological thriller that CM Punk was in? I think it was Girl on the Third Floor.
That sounds
did not.
familiar.
I heard of that, but I did not.
Yeah.
See
I heard it was utter shit. I've never seen it, but I just
It's terrible. Yeah, it was on Netflix for a hot minute, and I watched it, and it was terrible. Yeah,
What
CM
was
Punk, God bless him. He's not much of an actor. He plays a lawyer, right? Covered in tattoos and shit, with hand tattoos and everything. But he's like a high-powered lawyer guy, and he moves into this house, and he's fixing it up for his pregnant girlfriend to move in, his pregnant wife. But then he cheats on her with a ghost that lives there.
Oh,
and then it gets kind of surreal and weird, and then
so it's like
in
Ghost.
the end he gets it's like, well, but it's kind of like
he used the Ouija board as a Tinder app.
Yeah,
I really need to get some, I need to get something going here, man. Yeah, I get it.
Now I would watch that. That's a great idea for a movie. A guy like hooking up with like dead girls, swiping right, and kind of like write that shit, man. Copyright that right now. And get it.
Yeah, on the third floor too. I can always do a sequel.
Go on the third floor to Electric Boogaloo. We'll get that shit going on. I think CM Punk will come back. I don't think his acting career is going anywhere at the moment, so I'm sure.
Or his UFC career. Yeah.
Or his UFC career, exactly. Yeah.
Where's he at nowadays? Anyhow, is he even interested in coming back to the WWE? Or
no, he does some writing for Marvel. He does comic book writing. He still likes wrestling. I just don't think there's any amount of money that would get him back.
Occasionally, he teases the audience a little bit by putting out a tweet or something, or appearing somewhere, or taking a photograph with another wrestler, and everyone's just like, "Oh, God's coming back!" But I don't think he will. I think he's just good at kind of
yeah.
Just he doesn't have the common decency to give you a reach around. He just kind of
selfish lover.
Yeah, right. Yeah, unbelievable.
We're sitting with one right now. I can tell you that from personal experience.
Yeah.
Looking at you, buddy.
I'm as giving as fuck. What do you mean?
Hey, what? Let me ask you guys a question. Why do you think that Hulk Hogan got booed the other night?
Do you want
your personal opinion?
The shoot answer is because he's a massive racist.
Okay. It's a good reason to get booed.
Yeah, I don't know if you ever heard the Bubba the Love Sponge incident where he got caught. Have you ever listened to the actual...
Hogan's 9 inches long. Terry Crews, Terry's not 9 inches long.
Terry Crews is 9 inches long, though. I'll tell you that.
Terry Crews is like 20 inches long.
Yeah,
exactly. I'm sure. That's like when you're starting to date a girl.
That dude's got to put it over his shoulder when he walks to the door like a garden hose.
That's such a great court defense, isn't it? No. My character has a 10-inch dick.
That's what I was. If I was in the dating game today, I would totally use that. I would talk it up, and then when you actually had to show it to her, I'd be like, no. Me before you let me smash was 9 inches. This is me in real life. You got to understand the difference.
You got to separate.
I'm a complex guy. Sorry, go on. You were answering the question I asked, and we just totally railroaded you.
No.
Yeah, well, well, I mean, I don't know if you've seen the Hulk Hogan sex tape. But this Bubba the Love Sponge let Hulk Hogan bang his wife, but he secretly filmed it. And then after like Hulk Hogan busted a nut in this guy's wife, they're laid there doing a bit of pillow talk, and he starts dropping like the N-bomb quite quite vigorously. Liberally, yes. And at that point I couldn't finish. I was kind of bummed, I was just like, I was almost there, but then he starts dropping the M-bomb, and I'm like, I can't finish to that, man. I finished to a race.
So he got
I just skipped ahead and put on some tranny porn, and I was cool,
So he got cancelled, and I mean, rightly so. But the only problem is they had him come out with Titus O'Neil at WrestleMania. And I think it was WWE's way of trying to say, like, look, Hulk Hogan's hosting WrestleMania with a black man. He's not racist.
He's not racist now. It's okay, guys.
It was such an awkward situation because
I just wouldn't even look him in the face either.
He got booed, surprisingly, and rightly so.
Okay.
I mean, I know you guys aren't political here, but it kind of does sound like a Donald Trump move, though. He's like, look at my beautiful black friend that I'm hosting with. He's wonderful. I was like, that's not going to work out, my man. Hulk Hogan is such a weird story, man. Like, if they had just kept that mystique behind him, he would have been loved over and over. I mean, the fact that he came out with Hogan Knows Best and all that shit just got exposed, and then all the racist stuff. That guy really fucked his career. Like, that guy's like, oh my God.
Yeah, this is the trouble with a lot of wrestlers that can't just quietly retire and grow old gracefully. They just keep they keep chasing those glory days, and then you get like a 60-year-old Ric Flair in Impact Wrestling, and it's just like, dude,
yeah,
come on, man, your body looks like a melted candle, and,
it does, dude.
And I look like that right now. I'm 41 years old, and my body looks like shit, But it's just like, I'm not taking my top off on TV, yet. So
that's funny you mentioned Ric Flair, because actually I did watch this interview about Ric Flair, and one of the guys were talking about him. I think it might have been Kevin Sullivan or something, and he had mentioned, he's like, I can look at Ric Flair in the eyes and say, you are a miserable fuck. Like, you are miserable. Like, he was like, you have to get in the ring every time because you're so goddamn miserable and you're paying for it. And it's like, you're right, man. Retire gracefully. Like, just like right off into the sunset. Like, people remembered you when you had your full head of hair. You didn't look 75,000 years old, and you're out there. I don't know.
I don't know, man. We should be careful. We're getting pretty old to have a YouTube channel. I think we maybe.
No, I know you're right. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying I'm not gonna copy Rick.
hey, fuck you guys. I am young and hip, and I'm down with the kids, man. I'm down with the kids, man.
We'll be doing this till we're like 60, 70 years old.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about getting one of those, bedazzled robes like Rick has and coming to the fucking like YouTube channel.
That's a terrifying thought, actually.
T-shirts with like roses and guns and stuff on it, like skulls. Man, that's cool.
If I'm still doing a wrestling podcast when I'm 60, I'll have. Yeah, I don't know how I'll feel about that.
It just depends on how many people are watching your wrestling podcast at 60.
True.
You could feel pretty fucking great about it, but you never know.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
We'll get like 12 subscribers between here and 60 years old. Then I think we should probably, try to get a job as like a Walmart greeter or something.
I think that's the trajectory we're on. Yeah, I think that's 12 subscribers in 30 years. I feel like that's realistic.
We're right there with you, buddy. We had a rocket. We had a rocket go off. Well, a lot of rockets go off around here, but we had a big peak there, and it was like, hey, this is going to continue forever, probably, right? It was like, no, it's not. You're going to slow way down.
You guys are doing really well, though. You've got like 130,000 subscribers on YouTube. You're doing you're killing it at the moment, right?
Yeah.
How is the growth coming along? That sounds dirty. How is the growth coming?
I've been taking my Extends pills, and it's just not showing a result right now, like the advertisements.
It never gets bigger, only wiser.
You need to combine the pills with one of the pumps. The pills and the pumps, and then you're there. So.
That's it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why I gotta combine those.
No, it's good, man. We're proud to have what we have. I self-depreciating. I know that, but we're very, very proud and thankful for every subscriber we have. But it's been since what, 2001. It's been since like 2012, I think we started. So we went the long route. We did the grind, put down videos almost every single day for 12 years. So basically just forcing people at gunpoint to look at us.
Pretty much, yeah. That's the way it works.
It's
asking family members like, hey, can you please subscribe, please?
Yeah.
Making fake accounts.
Do you still
literally
get excited?
having children just so they can subscribe to your YouTube channel?
My niece is subscribed. She's 4 years old. She's got a tablet with YouTube on it, and she subscribed to it. So
beautiful.
Every subscriber really does matter at this point.
That's 100% accurate. Yeah, dude. I remember when we first started out. I think when we hit like 25 subscribers or something like that, we would go through and I would try to memorize each fucking subscriber. So if I didn't see them the next day, I would I'm gonna find out why.
That's amazing.
I was like, I'm gonna get your email. I'm like, dude, why did you leave?
I'm gonna do that. I'm just taking a note now.
I know.
Just a heads up, we've got 4 minutes left. So in that time we've got left, first of all, guys, thank you so much for coming on. Would be amazing to get you back on in the future. I know Jamie is keen to speak to you, and I feel like we've only just touched the tip of the iceberg here. So much more to speak about.
We've gingerly touched tips, is what we've done.
Gingerly touched tips.
Yeah, it felt nice. I liked it.
Put yourself over some more. Tell everyone where they can find you on social media, YouTube.
Well, first, let me just say that I can absolutely finish in under 4 minutes. That is not going to be a problem. Okay.
Show off.
Never been a ship, mate.
Pretty sure we both can.
I can do that in 4 seconds.
No, just youtube.com/ one of the forward, is it backward slash or is it forward slash? Forward slash, we watched a movie. Yeah. But you gentlemen, I'm sure will put a link down there so they can just click on that. And then if they want to look at us and have us ruin their day some more.
For sure.
Yeah. So it's there's, and you can find us all over. We're on Instagram. We're on. If there is something up where we can try to make people look at us, you can just type in "We watched a movie" and we'll be there, including some lists that we'd rather not be on.
Pretty much. Yeah.
And you've got a website as well. You've got a website
Yep.
too where you put horror news and bits and pieces on as well. So yeah.
Yep. We watched.
And we're also on a little it's a starter up, myspace.com.
Okay.
I'm really looking forward to throwing that
Up
on.
and coming social network.
LinkedIn. Yeah, it's
He's throwing that MySpace hard.
and that's
I
it.
hate LinkedIn more than the wrestling community. It's the most boring, dire shit I've ever seen in my entire life. But that's a whole other podcast. But yeah,
I won't even use it. I quit way
Don't
too many
they?
jobs.
Don't.
I can't have LinkedIn.
I hate LinkedIn. I've never known people more boring than on LinkedIn. God, I'm livid now. I'm angry.
I just picture it as like some guy being like, "Hi, I'm Dan, and these are my khakis."
Yeah, basically.
Those are nice khakis. Did
Yeah,
you get those at
they're-
Kmart?
I did. They're creased in the middle. Got a good deal.
Yeah,
I got a basket weave belt on. You know,
those are
like
doctor.
you did at
Yeah, I like
Easter
them. I like that crease.
Yeah.
But
These
yeah,
are my
guys,
Dockers.
Before we run out of time, thank you so much once again. We've been Ringsiders Wrestling. We watched the movie. We'll see you next time.